Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. We have the Sports Network, and specifically welcome here to my quick review, my short review, small review, breeze through review of the pay-per-view. That is WWE Fastlane on Thursday. Hopefully me and the guys, or is still me, we'll go more in depth, talk about things, or at least do a fine-tooth comb here. I just want to just share and finish up my videos for the week. And this one with the WWE pay-per-view Fastlane, the 2019 edition. Let's start with the pre-show. Big E and Xavier Woods, the New Day, facing up against Shinsuke Nakamura and Rusev. Pretty good back and forth match where, the New Day made the most sense to get the win. That's what happened. New Day getting the win there. Now, it was also supposed to be a kickoff match with Rey Mysterio versus Andrade, turned into a fatal four-way for the U.S. title. So that match, no avoiding the lead predictions. But I guess we'll just talk about it right now. Samoa Joe defending against Rey Mysterio against the former champion, R-Truth, and against Andrade. And in the end, Samoa Joe gets the win, and he'll got Rey Mysterio, and he'll pass out. So Samoa Joe retains. Raw Tag Team Championship match, Revival of the Champions up against Aleister Black and Ricochet, against Gable and Bobby Roode. How I like multi-superstar matches and here multi-tag team matches. Right here for the Raw Tag Team titles, and it made more sense to have the Revival get the win, but Aleister Black and Ricochet really showed their stuff, and even after the match, with the Revival getting the win, still Aleister Black and Ricochet leaving their mark, and I think that means for sure that those two are on the main roster. And before Tommaso Ciampa was the champion, he got injured. Now he's out for almost a full year. Johnny Gargano, who technically could be now truly called up, especially with the fact that Tommaso Ciampa's out. Who's going to face with just baseball team dream in a rematch for the NXT North American title, or just come up to the main roster, stay in the main roster, and go on Raw SmackDown. Either way, it'll be interesting to see where that goes in regards to him. Man without a buoy, so to speak, or life vest, that kind of, Moving right along, we had Asuka facing Mandy Rose for the SmackDown Live Women's title. Asuka, of course, getting the win, but the way she got the win but was very interesting and surprising to me. Sonya Deville, Sonya Deville, but just Sonya Deville, lesbian. So it's always actually kind of cute and sexy to see with when Sonya, or not always, actually, it happened just once here, this time in the entrance, Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville. Mandy came in the ring, and then Sonya was like holding her. Like, well, that would be interesting. Made me think things at the moment, but anyways, Asuka getting the win. Sonya was trying to find something in the ring and stuff. Lap up in the ring. Mandy trips on that when she was trying to do something to Asuka. Asuka took advantage of it. And once Mandy loses, and Mandy having none of it, but Sonya's trying to apologize. So it could be the beginning of the end of their partnership, their team. Which is fine, I guess. Bound to happen at some point. Happen now, I think, is very interesting to say the least, because with the WWE Women's Taking Division, I would think they would have them at least for a little bit longer. And I've been saying, since Sasha Banks and Bayley won the titles, the next contender should be from SmackDown, since the first ones were from Monday Night Raw. I think the best pick would be Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville, because beyond the Iconics, they're the only ones believable to take down Banks and Bayley. Probably wouldn't anyways, or no matter what team it would win. But I think they have a pretty good chance. Plus, they were the final two. They were the first two teams to start that Elimination Chamber match, and they were the final two. So, even as runners up, Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville showed something. But when Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville do split, I think Mandy Rose has a bright future for sure. Future champion as well. Just as much as Carmella had that shine after getting away and from Big Cass and Enzo, who both are no longer in the company. She's the one left standing. The one not actually part of the tag team, just the valet. Or at least was supposed to be just that. And she became a champion. She became like a number one champion in her division. While Big Cass and Enzo, Enzo won the Cruiserweight title, but anyways, Big Cass and Enzo didn't win a main title of WWE Universal in their time. Because they didn't even stay long enough for that to happen. Though Big Cass was in a Universal title match. So, at least he had that. That technically might be taken away from him, I guess. But back to this, Asuka defeating Mandy Rose. Okay, fine. But I really am looking forward to whatever in the future that moment to be. That I can see picture in my head. Mandy Rose winning the women's title, whether SmackDown or Raw. I see it happen, people. See it happen. Maybe in the glorious year 2020 next year, or whenever. I do think that'll be the case. Anyways, moving right along, Sasha Banks and Bayley defeating Nia Jax and Tamina. Okay match. And then after the match, you had Beth Phoenix, who was on commentary, have a face-to-face with Nia Jax. So that was something interesting. We'll probably set up a match between Nia Jax and Tamina to face off against her and Natalya. Okay, cool. But then nothing was. I mean, Sasha Banks and Bayley win. You announce as the winner, blah blah blah. But don't even get. Yeah, exactly. So it just was, guess, interesting in that way. That makes any sense. But either way, Don get jumped for sure. And the first title defense, and hey, Sasha Banks actually successfully defended the title. Good job. Learning. Sorry, I'm just trying to check something out. Talking with people. Because I'm cool like that. Well, actually, not really, but moving right along, the SmackDown Tag Team titles, which actually did open the show. The Usos versus The Miz and Shane McMahon. The Usos getting the win. Now, the split up of The Miz and Shane McMahon did not happen. I repeat, did not happen the way I predicted or thought. Though, what did happen the way I thought was Shane McMahon was the one to turn heel, and Shane McMahon is going to be the heel moving forward, Miz the babyface, and those two to face each other at WrestleMania, maybe even start the show like WrestleMania's ago with AJ Styles and Shane McMahon. That was a pretty good match. Remember to open the show of that WrestleMania. But the turn happened after the match. But what actually before the team wasn't even Shane McMahon. That cost Miz the match or turned on him or anything like that. It was Miz trying, asking him, like asking for advice from his father. And his father telling him, hey, go to the top rope. He does the front splash, tries to, and gets caught and rolled up in 1, 2, 3. So interesting in that regard. What also going to be interesting to see is who's going to be the next contenders for the tag team titles. The Usos. I mean, we're just going to have Usos New Day again, or maybe the Bar. I don't know. Or since Aleister Black and Ricochet can go any, I almost called it division, but any show, have them then be the next contenders to face, or one of to face the SmackDown Tag Team Champions at WrestleMania. And until they finally put these superstars that have been called up, let alone the first batch of superstars, and I call the first, the first batch during the last batches of superstars to be called up in the NXT roster to the main roster. Put them finally in a show. Now for these that were just randomly thrown up and put, I've been given the call to be on the main roster, so the interesting to see how things go for them moving forward. Congratulations to the Usos to retain. So it'll be interesting. Probably will have a multi-tag team match at WrestleMania, because why not? Why not have almost every single title match be a multi-superstar or multi-tag team match for the championship? Good saying. Why not? You can't have too many multi-superstar matches. That's what I say. That's my opinion on it. Anyways, I was trying to look at what match I was going to move forward with, and let's go with the WWE Championship match: Daniel Bryan versus Kevin Owens. That at first seemed like it was going to be changed to Daniel Bryan, Kevin Owens, and Kofi Kingston. Kofi Kingston, while with the New Day, celebrating with their win on the pre-show, some random guy who seemed a little timid in how he delivered his line. But anyways, I'm saying that the McMahons wanted to speak with him in the end, Vince, but Vince wanted to speak with him in their office. And long story short, Vince McMahon, after hearing what Big E says, Xavier says, okay, the WWE title match will be a triple threat match. Your match is next. Kofi Kingston goes out there. And he says, hey, Big E and Xavier, you're barred from ringside, but Kofi, your match is next. Kofi goes out there, fans all excited, and then it's a handicap match against the Bar, and the Bar pretty much crushed him. Tried to get some offense, but pretty much a squash match, kind of like how Brock Lesnar versus John Cena at that SummerSlam was a squash match, though John had some moves, some offense during that match there as well. But just bringing that up because then the WWE Championship match, when announced, the next match for one fall is a triple threat match. And like a triple threat match? Okay, so if it's not Kobe, who is it going to be? I didn't know who was it randomly going to be? Who is going to get all these boos since, no one cares who it is unless if it's not Kofi Kingston, just like back in the day on the road to WrestleMania 30, like a Rey Mysterio getting booed during the Rumble as number 30 entrant. If it's anybody with Daniel Bryan, you're going to hear it. And here, instead of hearing it, when it was Mustafa Ali, almost crickets, no reaction. Which is unfortunate because I really am a big fan of Mustafa Ali. I think he's going to do big things in the main roster. But he was added to the match by Mr. McMahon, Daniel Bryan versus Kevin Owens versus Mustafa Ali for the WWE Championship. And yes, in the end, Daniel Bryan did successfully retain with the help of Rowan. But will it now be a triple threat? Be that triple threat that I was thinking of? Probably. Kevin Owens, Bryan, and Kofi. I hope so. And hopefully maybe even Stephanie McMahon being the one that overrides her father and saying Kofi deserves to be in that match. Or deserves to get a title match. Let alone in that match in general, as I speak of it. And moving right along, Charlotte Flair versus Becky Lynch. If Becky Lynch wins, she gets added to the Raw Women's title match at WrestleMania. And while the match was going on, I was thinking, wow, maybe Charlotte might actually be winning this in the way that Becky's getting a high amount of actual offense during the match. And then when Charlotte put her in the figure 4 into the figure 8, like, oh my gosh, they might actually have Becky tap out. I had to try to find another way to get to the main event. But no, here comes Ronda Rousey, and instead of tackling them both, like I thought she was going to, or could have happened, she just one punch to Becky, and then stands there looking all smug because she wants Becky in the match. And at the moment, I'm getting work there. Be like, wow, Ronda's a freaking idiot, right? You're so upset with Becky. That shouldn't mean that you want to face her to destroy her. That should just mean that you would want to screw her over to piss her off. Meaning you attack Charlotte with one punch to get Becky disqualified, then ring the bell, and then after the announcement is made, and just unload on Becky, and you can have that fuel something moving forward. Not saying that would be the match at WrestleMania because, well, that could be a match set up into the future, one-on-one Ronda versus Becky, but for WrestleMania, it would just be Charlotte versus Ronda as WWE wanted in the first place for the Raw Women's title. There. But Becky's going to be added to the match, and she'll hobble her way to the main event, or what could be the main event of WrestleMania. They're in a triple threat match. I really hope Alexa Bliss is on the show of WrestleMania because, like I said in a tweet, if Dean Ambrose or Alexa Bliss, or let alone both of them, are not on the card in a match, let alone on the show, period, then I'm going to have some words to say on social media. In the end, it may not matter because I'm just a fan and just venting frustration or showing my opinion strongly, but still doesn't mean I don't have the right to do so. But I wish them the best. Indeed. Dean Ambrose and Alexa Bliss. I think they're slowly easing Alexa Bliss back in. I guess we'll just have to see about that. And finally, the main event, The Shield versus Baron Corbin, Drew McIntyre, and Bobby Lashley. And as we all thought, The Shield get the win. So, cool. A cool moment at the end. And as you can see by the thumbnail, when you click on this video, The Shield doing the Shield fist bump. And Ambrose, awesome doing it. Awesome moment. Awesome. And the more and more it's being brought up with Dean Ambrose leaving on WWE television, it does make me think that maybe, just maybe, behind the scenes he is at least talking with WWE that he might resign. Especially with Roman Reigns coming back so soon, and he did. But hey, Dean Ambrose is a different cat with his personality of what matters to him, or what could sway him being different from another person, and what matters the most to them. And I think the number one thing is creative control of his characters. That's what he doesn't have in WWE. And that's still being his number one thing, just because his buddy and road buddy, because he did talk about how he missed that, isn't with him anymore, wasn't with him anymore, because, Roman was battling cancer. But the day-to-day grind in that way, and now with Roman back, should be back on the road truly, WWE grueling schedule that it is, that as much as that could be a factor to Dean Ambrose, or to Jonathan Good, the man, still think the number one thing that he would talk to WWE officials about, or the McMahon family, is creative control. And if he does not get that, then he probably still will be leaving. But hopefully he stays, because that would be super awesome. But all in all, pretty dang good pay-per-view event. I'd probably give it a B+, look rating out of 10. And looking forward to seeing what happens on Monday Night Raw and moving forward. That about does it. Welcome to smash the like button on this video. I hope to hear from all of you what your thoughts are in regards to Fastlane, or your thoughts on my thoughts. And I will be back in regards to WWE with Steve's Wrestling Ramble on Thursday night, 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern. Welcome to find me on Twitter at TheRamble_WWE, or my personal Twitter handle at Army_Strong_0. 6 Snapchat and Instagram at StevieK_06. I do like to chat there. Any video messages included. I hope you all have a great rest of your evening day. Hope you did spring forward with your clocks. Live within your area, and above all else, as always, take care.